When we were younger, we probably went to school with somebody who wanted to be an actor, a rapper, an influencer. And these people have a particular personality, right? They're usually center of attention, maybe they're drama, maybe they're attention seeking type of people. And they want to move to LA, New York, Miami, and be surrounded by the other people who are narcissistic into themselves and want to be the center of attention. And that's what makes a big city interesting. They did a recent study and they said, I think New York was #1 worst place to date, and then LA was right after at #2. If you don't believe me, you can look this up. But the point is, the reason why big city dating is so bad is you're getting the most narcissistic, egotistical, center of attention people from all over the country or the world and putting them in one spot. Now, is LA full of these people? Not really. It's just the silent majority makes up the reputation of any place, right? When you think of New York, you think of investment banking on Wall Street, but only this many people actually do that. So we're talking about dating in a big city because I believe dating here is much different than dating in a small town in Alabama or dating in a small town in, I don't know, Maine. When you come here to LA, yes, huge pros and huge cons. The big pros, volume and traffic. Guys, women are traveling here every single day. The amount of times I'll go on Hinge and I see a girl that's traveling from Australia, Sweden, the United Kingdom, they're always coming. And when you live in the middle of nowhere, you don't experience travelers like you would in LA. And as you know, when girls travel, they get kind of freaky. But anyway, the cons of being in a big city, they're also there. In today's video, we're gonna go over the mindsets and the things you kind of have to know when you're living here. So the first thing I want to talk about is the attention span of these women. You see, when you live in a smaller town, a girl may go on a date, maybe once a month, twice a month, if that, because there's not very many men that this girl may find attractive. But you bring her to LA, if a girl likes tall, fit, black dudes, she can legit go on Hinge, set up the exact parameters for 6'1" African American and swipe for hours. If a girl wanted to come, and vice versa, if I wanted to only talk to Caucasian or Latina women, I can do the exact thing. So the attention span is low. You may meet a girl, hit it off with this girl, and then all of a sudden, she's gone. And it's nothing that you did. It's because she met somebody else on Hinge. She met somebody else at the gas station. She got invited out to Travis Scott's party, Diplo's party, this house party in the Hollywood Hills, that section in some DJ booth. There's so many distractions in big cities that when you meet a girl on freaking Friday, she could be over you by Monday. She could have met 5 other guys. Right? And don't get me started with Instagram and dating apps on top of it. So the attention span of a girl you may meet here is going to be shitty. And it's like, it makes you question everything. Like, wait a minute, like we were hitting it off and she was laughing, we're touching, we even made out. And the next day, boom, gone. Never heard from her ever again. And it all comes down to the woman's attention span. The louder of a city you move to, the more her attention will be going off to. So that's one big con I can say with coming to a major city is the attention span of these girls suck. So to combat everything I was just saying, your mindset has to be something like this. I'm gonna take this girl by a date by date basis. When she's in front of me on this date, we're vibing, she's mine. The second this girl goes home in her Uber or drives home in her little Benz, she's no longer my responsibility, and I won't be thinking much about her until the next time she's in front of me. Because what happens is guys go on dates with girls, they attach big expectations, they think about the future with this girl, and they go on their Instagram story and they're with Diplo, they're with Drake, they're with Travis Scott, they're on a yacht with some other up-and-coming influencer. Like that's how it happens in these major cities. So my big whole thing is this: hey, when you're in front of me, dope. When you're not in front of me, I clipped any expectations of what this could be. Because since I know I'm in a loud city with a lot of competition, I ain't mad. No freaking sweat off my back. I ain't mad. What this also does is it kind of keeps you shooting your shot. It keeps you sharp. Because let's be real, you probably watching this video right now have met a girl, went on a good first date, and you're like, I'm gonna be a good guy. I'm not gonna talk to any other girls. This girl was dope. All of a sudden, you gonna check her Instagram story. She told you she was busy. You check it, and she's out with some rapper. She's out with some influencer, some football player, some soccer player. And you're like, damn, cold world. So by having this mindset of when you're in front of me, dope. When you're not, I can't think about you. It keeps you out, talking to other girls, because just because you had a good first date, that don't mean she coming back for a second one. The second mindset I want you guys to get through your skull is to rejoice flaking. Yes, you heard me. You can go on YouTube right now and find all these other dating guys talking about how to reduce flakes. Listen, guys, I embrace a flake. If you live in a big city, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's just say you went to a nice bar, right? It's at some, nice, hotel in the city, valet parking, 25 bucks. All right, whatever. You get inside, 2 rounds of drinks each. You get the tab, $91. You just spent what, $140 on just two drinks each? I'm at that point, let's just do dinner. At least I get protein instead of just drinking alcohol that's gonna poison me, right? So flaking, I embrace it because you save time, you save money, and you save energy. All of that can be put into your purpose. You can go to the gym instead. I know if you've been having a drought, it's hard to be happy with the flake, right? But if you're a guy out here getting it, you're on, a couple dates a week or a date a week, you know how dope it is sometimes for when a girl says, you know what, you're gonna hate me, let's reschedule. I'm like, no, I don't, bitch. I don't hate you, actually. I'm actually glad I don't have to go out there and see a tab for $90 for just 2 drinks each. So know that when you're in a big city, again, back to the first point of all the different things going on, I guarantee you guys, if we got a spreadsheet for all the girls that flaked on us, the reasons that they said versus the real reasons would make us sick. Oh, we'd throw up, especially if you're in a big city, the New Yorks, Miami, Chicago, right? Bro, she could have just chose another guy. And it is what it is. You asked her out for drinks. This guy asked her out to a Laker game. You asked her out to dinner. This guy asked her to go ride helicopters and have dinner in the sky. Like, it's such a competitive place to be when you're in these big cities. So when a girl flakes on me, I'm like, no sweat off my back. I will talk to you later. And the next mindset that I want to talk about, and as you can tell, everything kind of ties together, is don't get too comfortable. I guarantee you, yes, you, bro, you had at least 2 girls you were talking to. They were consistent, they'd respond, they'd show up on dates. You're feeling like the man, right? All of a sudden the next week, hey, you're gonna hate me, she flaked. Hey, you're gonna hate me, she flaked. And you're back at 0. Like, I know for a fact we've all been there, all my players, all my guys watching this. You've been there. You're talking to 2 solid chicks, you maybe see a feature with them, they both flake, they both never reschedule anything. So you're like, damn, I guess that's it? What the hell? So this all comes down to, guys, when you're in a big city, volume is your best friend. Volume is your best friend. And it makes me sad to have to say this, because dating sometimes can be so exhausting and it can drain your pockets. But hey, this is just the world that we live in. If you live in a major city, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Running volume is your best bet, because if you're running volume, right, you never care about girls that you had a good connection with that flaked. You never care about girls who are, entertaining other men because you're entertaining other women. So the biggest thing I can say to kind of, wrap this all up is, if you run volume, you'll be all right. Now, mind you, running volume can also be expensive. And dating is sometimes a rich man's game sometimes, if you want to deal with hotter girls. If you want to call that 4 out of 10, that 5 out of 10 to your crib every single time, bro, go ahead, go crazy. But if you want to, match with some dime piece and go, yo, come over, it may not work, and you know exactly what I mean. So I hope that video gave you some clarity. I think the biggest 2 things, run volume and have the mindset, when she's in front of me, she's mine. But the second she gets up and leaves in that Uber or her little Benz, you may never see her again, and you have to be comfortable with that outcome. When you date with the mindset of, hey, I'm taking it day by day, it's amazing. When you date with the mindset of, oh, this girl was great, this date was great, I will see her again, and then she doesn't show up or doesn't answer your text, you're now out here freaking listening to Drake full volume, crying, making videos online about how the dating game is so hard, right? Quit being a pussy, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out of here. Peace.